Hello and welcome to my channel. So today I'm going to be doing a new moon in Gemini reading. We've just had it, we're kind of in it right now. I'm lighting some incense as we're speaking. This is a lavender scented one, and the reason is because Gemini's ruler is Mercury and lavender is really associated with Mercury. So I really like to use lavender incense when talking about Gemini, talking about Mercury. I actually do quite like to use lavender incense when I'm generally working with Mercury, which technically right now I am, because Mercury is the planet of communication, the planet which is exactly what I'm doing with you right now. So it feels super apt, and I absolutely love lavender. Oh my gosh, I've just been growing some outside actually, and I'm so excited to pick some fresh. Anyway, I digress. I'm just going to pop that incense there. And yeah, let's talk about Gemini. So, before I get into the reading, which I'm going to do shortly, I'm going to talk a little bit about the energy of Gemini. So Gemini, like I said, is Mercury. So planet of communication, planet of technology. Gemini and Geminis, people, that's me included, I'm a Gemini. We have a gift for talking, a gift for communication. We're also very good at thinking. So in this sort of time, you might be finding yourself having more thoughts in general. Sometimes this can be a clarity in thought, but sometimes the shadow side can be that you overthink or you're in your head too much. This is kind of the challenge as a Gemini. I'm very aware of this challenge, that we can be too much in our heads and not enough in our bodies. So I don't know, I just feel like I need to mention that if that's something that's coming up for you at the moment in Gemini season and with this new moon, then that's pretty common. But the gift of Gemini is that they're very fast learners. They're very fast in general. They're very adaptable. It's a very adaptable energy, so really good at change, really good at transitions. Gemini goes from Gemini into Cancer, so it's the end of spring and into summer. So you can think of it as like the transitional period. It's called a mutable sign. There's 4 mutable signs: Gemini, Virgo, Sagittarius, and Pisces. And they're all really good at adaptability because they're the ones that are shifting from this spring energy into summer. So I am going to see what the cards have to say about these energies and how we might be feeling. What's coming up for this new moon in Gemini season? What are the themes, please? Yeah. Communication, maybe conversations that need to be had, something that's just coming through as I'm speaking there. So what are the themes around this, please, for those watching? Of course, we have Ace of Swords. Ace of Swords, new ideas, new clarification. Sometimes it can be news as well, like news coming through. Okay, I'm going to get some more cards first, but I knew that card was going to come out. New inspiration. So again, Gemini as an archetype have lots of inspiration. Again, the shadow side can be too much and then not sort of picking anything and having too many options, like having so many ideas but not able to maybe action them, can be the shadow side. Okay, so a really great great time, to act on some new ideas coming through. Okay, we've got another one. I'm just going to get one more, please. Having fun with these new ideas coming through. Yeah, there's definitely action here. We've got Princess of Wands. I'll show you the card in a minute. So there is something about, like I was saying, acting on inspiration. It is a new moon, which is always like a time of new beginnings, a new cycle. Yeah, oh my gosh. I've got Princess of Swords as well. So really interesting because we've got like a lot of air and fire cards. So Swords is the air element, Wands is the fire element, Swords again, Princess of Swords, 2 princesses, air, fire, fire. Or air, fire, air rather. So yeah, and with it being princesses, it's kind of like beginnings energy. So in traditional tarot, this is more like the page. So you can think of it as kind of like starting something new. It's not in its later stages. There's something new wanting to come through here, and it feels like it's got a very playful energy with the Princess of Wands here. So starting something new that's kind of exciting, allowing yourself to experiment. So again, thinking about Gemini, which obviously I could talk all day about as a Gemini, right? Geminis are really good at having like lots of things that they're trying to do. They're good at experimenting, good at playing with things. Can be a very playful energy as well. Mercury, the planet, is a very playful energy. So there's something about allowing yourself to be more playful, or like that's what the energy is asking us to be, like to not hold things so tightly, not lightly. Yeah. How to embrace these energies, please. How to embrace this new moon in Gemini energy. Ooh, interesting. I'm going to get one more actually. Oh my god, more. This is so fascinating. Okay, so we've got Seven of Swords. Interesting. So this is how to embrace, and Queen of Swords. So I feel like for some of you, this is like Queen of Swords to me is always tell the truth, cut the bullshit, get to the point. And with there being the Seven of Swords here and futility, it's like there's maybe an energy of feeling like things are like, what's the point? There's no use in doing this. Feeling a little bit like flat. And it feels like in terms of how you embrace this, it is about engaging in a more playful, I almost want to say like sillier kind of energy, because this Prince of Wands is really coming up to me, like sticking out to me, as is the Ace of Swords. It's like you really want to kind of, cut the bullshit. Like, it's not that difficult. It's not that serious. Okay, this is such a Gemini, like, statement. It's not that fucking serious, right? And, like, this has this energy of, like, it's all really hard, it's all really difficult. No, it's not that serious. Allow yourself to play. Okay. What not to do. I feel like we talked about that a little bit already, but let's just see if there is more. What not to do. Okay. Interesting. Okay, so we've got here Three of Cups, abundance. Again, this is sort of feeling like not getting sucked into lack. Not getting sucked into lack here. There is some energy of lack, and it wants you to recognize that it's an illusion. This is, oh my gosh, right. So again, Mercury really deals with illusion. It deals with like seeing, like, how do I put this? Like, not seeing the truth of something. And again, with the Queen of Swords here, there is something about, are you getting sucked into lack? There's someone possibly watching this that's been maybe feeling like there's not enough time, there's not enough money, there's not enough. I'm really getting this feeling of like, there's not enough. And it's actually all just an illusion. And it can be, again, the shadow side of Mercury is like creating these sorts of illusions. But what we need to do is get to the truth of the matter and remember that there is more than enough time. Oh my gosh, this is actually really reminding me of this morning I channeled a message. So I do some channeling. I feel like I need to read it actually. Yeah, I'm going to read that. So, hold on one moment. Here it is. So this was the message I channeled, and this feels actually so on point with Gemini energy. So there is only so much you can do, and that is more than enough. You can only do one thing at a time, so be present with each thing and enjoy it. You are allowed to go slowly. You are allowed to go at your own pace. You're allowed to move at your own human rate with the capacity you currently have. This will vary day to day, and that is to be expected. Any pressure you might be feeling is entirely self-imposed because you don't actually have to do anything. Maybe you forgot this fundamental truth. None of the have-tos or the should-dos are real. This is all an illusion. It feels real because the mind is convincing you it's true in order to keep you safe, but it is not actually true. Just cutting away for a second there. Illusion. There's a lot of illusion energy right now. I feel like Seven of Swords really speaks of this illusion. Okay. This is not a kind way to treat yourself or your nervous system. Gemini also really rules nervous system. There is no should because you are in charge of your life. You are in charge of your to-do list. It is not in charge of you. You do things not because you should do it, but because you want to do it. Because your soul longs to do it. Not because you are a victim to your to-do list. The part of you that tells you that you should do anything, the taskmaster part of you might be familiar with, is trying to keep you safe, but it is not true. This part of you is driven by fear and not love. And love is the only truth. And that's how we know it's an illusion. Teach your nervous system that it is safe to slow down so that you can relax. There is no rush. You are safe. Urgency is not truth. Surrender to the intelligent flow of life. Recognize your human limits. You may have big dreams and you'll be able to see how big it can really be in your mind's eye. But in the mind, it will feel a lot bigger, and you have to remember that you are on the earth plane where things move more slowly here. So slow down and savor each moment. Sip your drink slowly, take deep breaths, walk slower than you usually would. Notice and pay attention to your environment. We love you. So my guides speak as a we quite often, hence the we love you. And yeah, this just feels so on point for Gemini because again, this shadow side is that Gemini wants like things now. It's really quick, really fast, and you might be feeling a little overwhelmed. So it's important that we remember to slow down. It's important that we remember to get to truth, not the illusion of lack, not the illusion of fear, not the illusion that there's not enough. There's really something here about that. I'm going to pull a few more cards from the Moonology Manifestation Oracle Cards deck by Yasmin Boland to get a little bit more guidance. Let me know in the comments if this is resonating for you. New moon in Gemini. Messages, please. A little bit more confirmation. What messages want to come through for those watching? Okay, we've got one. I'm just going to get another one. Oops. Yeah, love this. Oh yeah, I'm going to get one more and then we'll show you the cards in a second. Ooh, yeah, okay. So we've got here, make time for self-love. And I really feel like this is the thing. It's like, it's not kind to yourself to rush, to push. Like, if you're excited and you're having fun, yes. But if it's this energy, urgency, right? It's like, oh no, there's not enough time. Like, this is not the vibe. It's not the vibe. It's not it. It's not it. It's about doing things that's actually kind to your body, kind to your heart, kind to your soul, making time for self-love, slowing the fuck down. Sorry, I know it's really like, but it's so important right now, okay? We've also got here, which I find really interesting, forgive. For some of you, there may be part of that self-love is about forgiving yourself, okay? So it might be that you need to forgive somebody else, but I feel like it's probably more yourself. for like not knowing better at the time. Like, you know, maybe you know better now, but there is something here about forgiveness. And then we've also got be real. And again, I just feel like it's speaking to this kind of illusion that we might be in. What's real, what's not real. Mercury is murky like that. Trickstery. So getting clear on what is real and what's important to you. What are your values? What matters to you? Yes. So thank you so much for watching that. Let me know in the comments what resonated for you. I would love to hear how you're finding these energies. Yeah, and I'll reply to all of the comments, so please do send away. Thank you so much. I love you. Mwah.